I was involved in the arts from a really young age. My grandparents both worked in our community theater, and I grew up performing there, and I eventually started playing cello and performed with our youth orchestra. Then I went to school for arts administration, and shortly thereafter started working for the Arts Council. And advocacy is very new for me and for our organization, but with all of the grassroots organizations that we work with and the individuals, I knew that there was more that could be done on a state level, on a national level to support their efforts. In our small communities, we see an increase in creative entrepreneurship, an increase in arts education opportunities for young people, for adults, for seniors, and we also see increased support for our arts organizations, both those legacy organizations that have been around as a staple for years, but then also those new efforts that are seeking to fill gaps in the community that haven't been filled otherwise. So a lot of the work that Erie Arts and Culture is focused on right now is supporting the creative sector economically and providing support for entrepreneurs who are working in the creative industries but don't really see themselves reflected in traditional business resources. So when we give them a micro grant of $2,000, we're able to track the impact that that small investment has over the course of 3 years. And we've funded probably 60 individuals through this program over the past 3 years, and it's growing every single year. And our grantees are getting stronger and more strategic with the way that they use the funds so that they're able to have sustainable businesses in a very rural, Rust Belt area. The arts are a very, it's a human experience, right? We all have that creative bone in our bodies, and at a government perspective, it's okay, what can we track as far as that goes? What's the economic return? Are veterans being taken care of? Are elderly folks being taken care of? Are children being reached? I'm just hoping to connect with someone who is able to see the most basic value of the arts through the stats and the stories that we tell, which is the ability to bridge divides and express yourself and find meaning in a very complicated world. Without Americans for the Arts, I wouldn't be here. This work is, it's a lot, it's intense, and there's a lot to be learned. And as someone who is very early in my career as an arts administrator and an advocate, there was a pretty big barrier for me to cross in terms of, okay, how do I actually reach the people who can make a difference? And Americans for the Arts, by flying me in, has helped connect me to both the educational resources that I need and then also the social resources, my peers, and the people on Capitol Hill. I have so enjoyed meeting my counterparts across the nation this week, and I'm looking forward to learning from their experiences, sharing challenges and successes, both in what we're doing today and what we'll continue to do into the future. I would say, for those people who see the arts as a soft skill, show up. Come to an event. Stop by a workshop and actually do it yourself and see how creating in community creates bonds and makes you feel a sense of belonging, a sense of place. That quality of life is something that can be measured, but it happens right here. So if you see the arts as a soft skill, try growing that skill.